Just for a moment, think about this. In your life, when something happened and you thought, why? Unreasonable troubles. Sudden misfortune. Efforts that went unrewarded. At that moment, you surely felt this way. I didn't do anything wrong. Today, I will share with you one answer to that why. This is not religion, nor morality. It's simply a quiet truth about how this world operates. If I could describe how this world works in one word, it would be a mirror. When you smile at a mirror, the reflection smiles back. When you raise your fist at a mirror, the reflection also raises its fist in the same way. No one would argue with this. It's obvious. When you throw a ball at a wall, it bounces back. Throw it hard, it returns hard. Throw it softly, it returns softly. This is also obvious. It's the law of physics. The Boomerang Matrix is the view that this law of reflection applies not just to matter, but also to your actions in this world. If you help someone, you will be helped. If you take from someone, you will be taken from. If you hurt someone, you will be hurt. When you throw a ball, it comes back immediately. When you smile at a mirror, you get a smile back right away. However, the reflections of our actions have a certain characteristic. Delay. The action you take towards someone today may not return today. It might be a week later. It might be a year later. It might be 10 years later. Moreover, when it returns, it doesn't keep its original form. It might come back from someone different than who you directed it at. It might come back as a completely different event. That's why you don't notice. I didn't do anything wrong. No, you simply forgot. Think about it. That day 3 years ago, when you did something. A small act of unkindness to someone. That time 5 years ago, when you looked the other way at someone suffering. Do you remember? Probably not. We are creatures who forget what we threw out surprisingly easily. But the world doesn't forget. What you throw will always return, because this is a law. That's why life seems unfair. By the time we've forgotten the cause, only the result arrives. You got hit, but you don't know who hit you. You don't know why you were hit. This is the truth of the world most people live in. So what changes when you know this law? First, you can stop being a victim. When you realize that what seemed unfair was actually a reflection of what you threw in the past. There's no one left to be angry at. And one more thing, you can change your future. If you want to change your reflection in the mirror, yelling at the mirror is useless. You have to change yourself. What you throw now determines what returns in the future. In other words, If you throw nothing, nothing returns. This silence is where those who understand the Boomerang Matrix arrive. What I shared today is just the entrance. Knowing that what you throw returns is only half of it. Next is practical application. How can you stop the pain that returns? We'll talk about a technique called noise canceling. That breaks the chain of causality. On this channel, we will quietly and carefully unravel how this world works. If you're interested, please subscribe and wait. I hope your world becomes a little quieter.